What it is, focus your homeboy Favre back again with another installment of this Put It On Something Special as I continue to ask the question, who's the GOAT QB? All right, as I've said many times before, big sports media tries to act like this question should not be asked anymore. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't see it that way. You know what I'm talking about? Football is the ultimate team game, so I still think that this needs a little more analysis than just who has all the Super Bowls or who has the numbers in the record book. You feel me? So today, y'all see, we will be looking at the resume of Brett Favre. Okay, as y'all know, I am a Green Bay Packers fan, and this man right here is the reason why I'm a Packers fan. Okay, now y'all know I am very upset about the bullshit that's going on in my home state of Mississippi when it comes to Brett Favre and this welfare scandal, okay? But I ain't touching that right here, okay? I'm sticking to football on this. This is straight football. This is straight the reasons why I started loving the Green Bay Packers and fell in love with this man as a football player, you feel me? I voiced my opinion on the bullshit. Y'all go check those videos out, okay? All right? But strictly football on this. But before we get into that, y'all need to go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do that right there. Subscribe. It costs you nothing to hit that button. You feel me? And you're going to want to subscribe because I am providing you with the information to help you win the group text, to help you win the barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? So make sure you subscribe and make sure you go check out all the other videos in this QB GOAT project. Okay? But let's get into it. Brett Favre. He's one of those guys who, again, doesn't get mentioned when you start bringing up the GOAT talk for real. But he has a hell of a resume. Okay? He played in the NFL for 20 seasons. I know that's a hell of an accomplishment, given the fact that, like I said, with guys like Steve Young and when I was talking about Troy Aikman, you can knock a motherfucker's block off back then. Matter of fact, as I'm taping today, there are reports that Brett Favre has said that based on what he's learned about concussions now, that he probably suffered thousands of them during his playing career. Okay? It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But with all that, he still played 20 seasons in the NFL from 1991 to 2010. He played one with the Atlanta Falcons. But, you know, the Brett Favre that we know really jumped out there with the Green Bay Packers. He played 16 seasons with my Packers, one with the Jets, two with the Vikings. Things got messy at the end, y'all. A lot of diva shit going on. Brett, like, I don't know if I want to play. I want to play. I want to play, but I don't want to go through training camp and all that kind of shit. And then we had drafted Aaron Rodgers, and then we had sat him for 3 years, and, you know, eventually Packers was like, man, fuck it. And he ended up having to do that one stopover in the Jets, but he really wanted to get to the Vikings, so he tried to stick it to the Packers. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of did. And they came very close to going to the Super Bowl, you know, with him and Adrian Peterson and that Vikings team. You know what I'm talking about? I hated seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the story. But Brett was known for his strong arm. One of the strongest, if not the strongest arm in NFL history. He's known for his durability. He still has the record for consecutive games started by a quarterback with 297. The man was going to come to work. He's going to come to work. I heard or not, he was going to come to work. Now, whether he was on them painkillers, I don't know. But he was going to bring his ass to work. That's something I could always count on, that he was going to be behind center. You feel me? Another thing that he was known for was his joy while he was playing. You know, and I think that's what really made me attracted to his game was, you know, he was having fun out there. It wasn't this buttoned up ass quarterback shit. You know what I'm talking about? He was really out there getting into it. He throw a touchdown, take the helmet off, run around the field and shit. So when I be out there playing ball, recess and shit like that, if I'm playing quarterback, I do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Jumping my partner on, crazy shit. I remember him talking shit to Warren Sapp Back then, weirdly, we were in the NFC Central, and somehow the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were in the NFC Central as well. You feel me? And him and Warren Sapp used to go at it, but he would give it back to them boys. You know what I'm talking about? He just played the game in a way that you enjoy watching. But there was a flip side to that, because he was also known for those goddamn interceptions. He was the ultimate gunslinger. Like I told you, one of the biggest arms, if not the biggest arm ever in the NFL. And he just didn't feel like he couldn't fit a ball into a particular gap. He just felt like he can get it there. He gonna make a play. And I've seen him throw some boneheaded, gut-wrenching, oh my God, what you thinking interception. So it was like the gift and the curse with him. You know what I'm saying? But all that said, he did retire with all the major records. Okay, so the man has quite a resume. All right, but let's dig deeper into it. All right, he won 3 MVPs back to back to back. All right, after the 1995, 96, 97 season. He was the man at this time. All right. He is in the Hall of Fame class of 2016. Gave one of the longest Hall of Fame speeches. I guess to go with his long career. Got it done one time and won the Super Bowl after the 1996 season. That was a great time for me. Okay. Went to 2 straight Super Bowls. We should have gone back to back. Ain't no way we should have lost that 1997 Super Bowl, man. Damn it. Them damn Denver Broncos, John Elway, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Davis, Ed McCaffrey, Rod Smith. Whew, broke my fucking heart. Okay. Bad memories, America. But I digress. His playoff record was 13-11. Playoff passing yards 5,855. Playoff passing yards per game with 244. He's throwing that bitch around. Playoff touchdowns 44. Playoff interceptions with 30. Playoff passer rating was 86.3. His regular season record was 186 and 112. Like I said, he retired with the record for most regular season touchdown passes with 508. That now still ranks 4th. Okay. Unfortunately, he also retired with the record for most interceptions ever with 336, and he still holds that record. Okay. He also retired with the record for most passing yards with 71,838, and that is now 4th all time. You know what I'm talking about? And he boy throwing the ball around the yard, so he probably gonna keep falling. All right. Regular season passer rating, he was 86, and that ranked 18th at his retirement. That's now 42nd. His regular season passing yards per game with 237.9. He's not known as one of these running quarterbacks, but he was kind of mobile. You know what I'm talking about? He did run for 1,844 yards on the ground and 14 touchdowns. But really, when Brett Favre was getting outside the pocket, he was trying to throw that bitch over your head, or he might throw that motherfucker back across field. Like, this man was nuts. You know what I'm talking about? But it was entertaining to watch. But let's look at what he had around him, man. So let's look at why a guy that put up such gaudy numbers like this, a guy that was always going to be at work, a guy that won 3 straight MVPs. Like, why just the one Super Bowl then? You know, 2 appearances for 1 bowl. Let's see what was going on. See what he had to go with him. All right. In terms of top 10 scoring defenses, he had 8 at his disposal throughout his 20 NFL seasons. He had 7 with my Green Bay Packers, and that included both Super Bowl appearances. Okay, people forget that we had a stud defense at that time. And in 1996, when we won the Super Bowl, we had the number 1 defense in the league. Number 1. Do you hear me, Packers front office? That's what I need is the defense. The defense. Give me a stud defense to go with Aaron, and we gonna get some shit done, okay? Shout out to Leroy Butler, who was on that defense. He just went into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to my boy, love Leroy Butler. You know, to my he was a safety on that team. Long live the sack master, Reggie White. Long live Reggie White. You feel me? He was on that squad. Shout out to Gilbert Brown, the grave digger. See, y'all young boys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. These are some hitters, okay, from my Green Bay Packers, all right? But Brett Favre had 8 top 10 scoring defenses during his time as quarterback, all right? In terms of top 10 rushing offenses, he only had 4 out of his 20 seasons, okay? Only 4. But shout out to Armand Green, who I'm going to talk about a little later. But one of those seasons, Armand went for over 1,800 yards, and that was in 2003. Armand, you took that bit for me. You feel me? I need something like that. Run the damn ball. Run the ball, Matt LaFleur. Shit. I apologize, America. These are my Packers. Okay, I just feel some type of way about this. All right, but let's move on to the coaches, okay? Brett played for Mike Holmgren in Green Bay, all right? And Mike has a record of 161 and 111. He got that one Super Bowl win, you know what I'm saying? He had the appearance in 97. He also went on to have an appearance with the Seattle Seahawks as well. I think he's going to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure about that. One Super Bowl win, 3 appearances. You know, it's my winning record. I think he gets in. All right. Brett also got a chance to play for Mike McCarthy. Okay. Now, y'all know Mike McCarthy right now with the Dallas Cowboys. He's been catching a lot of heat. But he did win a Super Bowl, not with Brett, but with Aaron Rodgers. You know, so after the 2010 season, we won that bowl. My last taste of greatness. Okay. I don't know, y'all. This motherfucker might. He might fuck up and get in down the line. He got that bowl. If he can fuck around and do something with the Cowboys, as much smoke as Mike McCarthy is catching, he might get in that Hall of Fame. Now, does he deserve that? I don't know. But we shall see. All right. In terms of notable offensive teammates, this is big when it comes to Brett Favre's resume. And you talk about, well, what quarterback didn't have help and all that kind of stuff. For a guy with such numbers and MVPs and stuff like that, he really didn't have that ooh-wee guy that you think of, like Joe Montana and Steve Young having Rice or Tom Brady having Gronkowski. You know what I'm saying? Like, as of right now, when I take, he played with no Hall of Fame guys while he was with the Green Bay Packers. Okay? As I take. Now, does that mean it will stay that way? I hope not, because Sterling Sharp should be in the Hall of Fame. Y'all know Shannon Sharp, okay? But if you're OG, you know Shannon Sharp's brother, Sterling Sharp, who probably was better than Shannon. Now, Sterling Sharp was a receiver, Shannon was a tight end, okay? But check this out. Sterling Sharp played with Brett from 1992 to 1994, but 5 of Sterling Sharp's 7 years in the league, he had over 1,000 yards, okay? He led the league in catches for 3 years, and 2 were with Brett. He was the Triple Crown winner in 1992, so that means he led the league in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. This is a league, y'all, that has Jerry Rice in it. And this man was doing this stuff, okay? This man a bad motherfucker. Now, he didn't have the longevity. Again, this is at a time where you can goddamn really get down on these wide receivers in terms of hits and shit like that. He ain't had a longevity. I forget the particular injury that he had that ruined that ended his career basically. But man, I've talked about guys on here before. Terrell Davis comes to mind, who didn't have that long of a year of a career, but he's still in the hall. That Terrell Davis won MVP, won a Super Bowl, went crazy in the playoffs. Gale Sayers comes to mind. Didn't have a long career, but he's in the hall. Man, this man a Hall of Famer, dog. Fuck that shit. He's a Hall of Famer. But as of right now, he's not in. All right. But you don't really think about Brett Favre and Sterling Sharp. The guys you think about with Brett Favre, you think about Antonio Free. Played with Brett from 1995 to 2001, then came back in 2003. He had 3 1,000-yard seasons with Brett. He actually led the league in yards in 1998. I forgot about that. That Free was getting it in like that. You know what I'm saying? He had 1,424 yards that year. I don't think Free gonna get in though. You know what I'm saying? If it was a hall of very good, maybe Free would get in. But I don't think he gonna get into that hall. But we shall see. All right. Also, he played with Dorsey Levens. Dorsey used to choke that thing on the ground for me. He played with Brett from 1994 to 2001. He had 2 1,000-yard seasons during that time. As I mentioned before, Brett played with Amon Green. They played together from 2000 to 2006, and then again in 2009. During that time, Amon had 6 1,000-yard seasons. Okay. So he probably was the best on the ground during Brett's tenure there. You know what I'm saying? I got good memories of Amon. All right. And another receiver that Brett played with in Green Bay was Robert Brooks. Played with Brett from 1992 to 1998. He had 2 1,000-yard seasons, including 1,497 yards in 1995. Okay. So when you think about that Brett Favre run and those, mid to late 90s and stuff like those were the guys you think about. Robert Brooks and Antonio Freeman, as well as this tight end, Mark Chmura. Played with Brett from 1993 to 1999 and made 3 Pro Bowls. Okay. But that was it pretty much in terms of on the offensive side in Green Bay. Now, like I told you, some bullshit went on. He ended up going to the Jets for a quick stop, So during that 1 year, he had the opportunity to play with Hall of Fame offensive lineman Alan Faneca. Then when he went on over there to the Vikings, he played with Hall of Fame lineman Steve Hutchinson in 2009 and 2010. And then, of course, as I alluded to much earlier, he played with future Hall of Famer. Better be first ballot. Better be first ballot Hall of Famer. Don't fuck this up, voters. Adrian Peterson. AP's bad motherfucker. Okay. During those 2 seasons with Brett in 2009 and 2010, Adrian Peterson ran for over 1,800 yards in 2009 and then over 1,600 yards in 2010. And like I said, they damn near went to the bowl. Okay. Want to say the Saints had Bounty Gate and shit on Brett Favre. They were breaking his ass up for real. You know what I'm talking about? Also, but Brett still, he still stood up. They ain't knock him out the game, but he did end up throwing one of those interceptions that cost him the game. You feel me? But that's it, man. That's Brett Favre's resume. Let me know what y'all think, bro. Does Brett have a claim? Does he have a stake to say that he indeed is the GOAT QB? You feel me? 3 straight MVPs. He does have the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Has the 2 Super Bowl appearances. Ended his career with all of the, major records that you would want, including the interception, unfortunately. Didn't really have this big name skill guy to go with him. Like I said, like Tom Brady got Gronk, and shit, Tom Brady had the chance to play with Randy Moss. Joe Montana, like I said, having Jerry Rice. He didn't have that. Brett Favre didn't have that. He did have Adrian Peterson right there to tail end with the Vikings, but during his prime with the Green Bay Packers, he didn't have anybody like that. You feel me? What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. And don't forget to do this. I told you. Subscribe. You know, I'm gonna keep giving you this heat as well as everything else we got. We put it on something. You feel me? As I continue to ask the question, who's the GOAT QB? Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.